Trammell, Joe Namath, Kenny Stabler, Keelan Russell, all wear the number 12 for the Crimson Tide. Can Bama's new quarterback live up to the standard of those three? We will see.
Those three? Was Greg McElroy just chopped liver? Come on now.
You can throw
was Vince Sutton? Oh my gosh, those three. Okay, he's John Longshore. I'm Barry McKnight. This is Longshore and McKnight in association with Yellowhammer News. And for the first time in a long time, John hikes his leg up at a quarterback not named Jay Barker. Oh, Greg McElroy, national champion.
How many passes did he throw against Texas? Hey, Greg, don't lose the game for us. I think that was the game plan.
Well, that is the news that will dominate probably the entire week, maybe two, maybe really it has the potential to dominate all the way until, heck, the Florida State game coming up in week 3, unless he loses.
Yeah.
Then it'll dominate the entire season. If Alabama doesn't start out 5-0, then Keelan Russell will go the way of Star Jackson, Cooper Bateman,
Perry Cuda,
Snake Plissken, or whatever that guy's name was. Yeah.
Coyote Nunley.
Keelan Russell, to absolutely nobody's surprise, has been named as the starter at quarterback for the University of Alabama, which automatically vaults him ahead of Kay Ivey in the total consciousness of the citizens of the state of Alabama. And we shall see. Was it a close race for the starting job between Keelan Russell and Austin Mack? Did Austin Mack pretty much know at the end of spring that the kid is a lot more talented, or somewhat more talented than I am, and if he can figure things out, he'll get the starting job? Or did it go right down to the final scrimmage and they went in there in the film room and graded it out, and Keelan Russell is the starting quarterback? I've got questions. Will it be a Blake Barnett scenario where he has got one half of one game to not screw it up, and if he does, then here comes Austin Mack?
You know, I got to think, Barry, if you're going to name a starter 2 weeks prior to the opener, that tells Austin Mack, we'll get to you when we can. I think if Bama is, one of these things, I've never understood it. You're up 38-3 at halftime, but the starters got to come out for the first series in the third quarter. Who made that rule? Why? Because I saw Brody Kroll blow a knee out against Western somebody on a quarterback boot play.
Nobody was within 5 yards of him.
And he blows his knee out and doesn't play the rest of the year. I'm going, Mike, what are you doing? So I've never understood that rationale, that logic. Oh, we got to get the starter back out there and open the third quarter. No, you don't. But my point being, I think with the way it's been announced 2 weeks before the start, Austin will get you in the game. Hopefully midway, late third quarter, you'll play the rest of the game out. I don't see this. No, the rotation, don't see it. Not happening.
Well, what if he stinks?
Well, that's a whole nother can of worms there.
What if he's not any good and they've got to do something to salvage the game?
So what are you saying? Like the first 3-4 series, they go 3-0? I mean, how many series do you get? Fumble, a couple of picks, maybe?
Does it? I mean, anybody remember what Blake Barnett did against Southern Cal?
Yeah, I do. Muff snap.
Maybe it's something like
shoelaces. That. Yeah.
If he ends up having a day like, I don't know, Jalen Milroe had in the second half last night in the Seahawks game against the Titans,
Well, you could. I mean, how about Tyler Shuck? I mean, he score a point against the Rams. I mean,
Milroe goes 6 of 11 for 52 yards.
yeah.
No touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 2 sacks.
Ooh. Wait a minute. 6 completions for 52 yards.
Yeah.
That's less than 10 yards of completion.
That is 4.73 yards per attempt, in case anybody wants to.
That's dink and dunk is the way I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dink and dunk and pick. Don't forget to factor in 2 of them that he threw to the other team.
I don't want to beat up on Milroe
during
this segment, maybe next segment, but
I
know.
like him. Campbell Award winner, but
I just don't think he's a good quarterback.
Of course, this is obviously he earned it. Obviously, the consensus is, and he did play a little bit last year, nothing meaningful or anything like that. And he's athletic, he looks the part and all that kind of stuff. But from what everybody has said, this kid is a difference maker. He's a playmaker. All that. You've got to let him ride with it against East Carolina. You've got to let him. I mean, 21 of 23, 347, 4 touchdowns, and Alabama cruises. And all of a sudden, Keelan Russell is elevated to what, 2, 3 in the Heisman race, 4 maybe, something like that.
Well, Barry, can we go back to that poll that who was it? Josh Pate had Alabama's quarterback at number 6, but didn't even know who it was.
Who it was? Yeah. Yeah. Just start it. Just whoever it is, he's going to be the 6th best player in the country.
Now that it's Keelan Russell, does he move up a couple of spots, or is he still staying at 6?
Well, I wonder again, he's earned it. All power to him. He did it the right way. He earned the job in a pitched battle with with an upperclassman and all that, and he probably earned it because more of his upside. I imagine, Austin Mack could come in, maybe, make the reads a little bit more efficiently, maybe run the offense just seamlessly and all that. But evidently it's the kid's ability to make something out of nothing or make a good play call into a great play call and all that. So he's going to make mistakes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's going to make the wrong read.
Tua did take that sack on 2nd and 26. I mean, they'll need to do that, but look what happened.
But they better ride with him. They better protect him, number one, but they better.
Well, maybe that's another reason that they've got him as the starter, because maybe Austin Mack can't get away from trouble. I know what you're insinuating, that offensive line not helping him out much. Maybe that's one of the considerations to making him the starter.
Was that an insinuation or was that a bold statement of fact? They better protect him. I don't know, but we can break it down. What does it mean? You play him the whole game against East Carolina. Everything I've ever heard about Austin Mack is that he's a great kid, really good quarterback. He's going to be a really good quarterback somewhere else next year, but he's a really good quarterback, clean, brave, thirsty, kind, reverent, good to his mom and all that kind of stuff. But, John, I wouldn't have him see the field in September. Not one snap. I'd let the kid go.
I just think, though, Barry, if they've got a huge lead against East Carolina, and, let's just say something like it's, 42-45-3 in the fourth quarter, I think you got to let the kid play. I mean, man, the guy's been up there busting his tail for 4 or 5 years. Big competition. The game's out of hand. Let him play. I mean, that's what I was telling Charles Lee, Coach. Game's out of hand. Come on.
He said, not enough. I don't know. We're only up 49. We gotta get a little bit more cushion before we put you.
I never could figure that one out. I mean, you think I'm going to hurt Turk's psyche? Give me a break. I mean, come on. So I could see something like that. Now, there again, week 2 in Lexington, probably not. I'm thinking that's going to be a little bit more of a game than people are imagining. Bama wins. I'm just not sure they can cover. Don't know what the spread is. Don't matter. But first road trip, and it's in the league. But I could see it. I would not be opposed to that. I'm one of those guys. Hey, DeBoer, you're up 49, man. Don't get this guy hurt. Let the backup come in. That's what he's there for.
Now, will he automatically be anointed into the pantheon of great Bama quarterbacks? And they have had a lot. John opens up with great number 12s in Alabama history. Sounds like John Forney. Or
a lot of people don't
Burt
think of Pat Trammell, who was Coach Bryant's favorite player of all time.
Won a natty.
Won a natty.
Or two. Heck, I don't know.
But wore number 12, Namath, Stabler, and you mentioned a few others that did too.
John mentions Pat Trammell before Greg McElroy.
Heck yeah!
But people nowadays, they know who GMAC is. Didn't he start one game for the Jets or somebody?
He did. I think he got knocked into next week and said, "I'm done." He did get a start. That is true.
Yeah. All right. I just think it was a little bit.
Yeah, he certainly did.
Another
number 12.
Brody Croyle wore number 12.
Yeah, another number 12, Barry, for the Jets, took him to the Super Bowl and won it.
Yeah.
I don't think McElroy did, but nothing against him. He won an
maybe it was just a slight oversight.
Let me put
Same
it this
thing with
way.
Brody Croyle.
He didn't lose a national championship. I'll put it that way.
All right. But
same as Joe Barker.
Is this a trend? Is this a good trend? John's probably not the lone wolf in the wilderness here. He's actually asking the question. There are people out there who have absolutely anointed this kid. Oh, he's the next great one. Number 19 is coming, or number 20 or whatever it is, number national championship, whatever they claim. This kid is going to be the next in the long, great pantheon of Crimson Tide stalwarts at quarterback. And the kid hadn't started a game yet. Okay, do we back off of him just a little bit and say, let him
if we could check the tape, and certainly highly rated, I've read all the clippings, the highest rated recruit in Alabama football history, which I went, really? Higher than Julio, who was a great downfield blocker? I've read all the clippings. I get it. But all I'm saying is he wears a number that a lot of former greats have worn. Can he live up to that expectation? I don't know. I'm not putting this kid in the Heisman finalist list yet. But and everybody's been following who's going to be the guy. As you mentioned, I think most people believed Keelan Russell would end up getting the job. And here we are. Now, in terms of taking him to the Natty or winning the Heisman or, having his hands in cement by Denny Chimes, way too early for that. I mean, look, the kid's obviously he's very polite, got a great demeanor, very sociable. He let Junior take a picture with him on Thursday. So he's got that going for him.
Should he have been given number 18? Like some of the Alabama greats, Bray Hubbard wears it, and he's going to be a terrific player this year.
What Alabama quarterback was ever 18?
Mark Gillen, hello. Have I got to keep supplying you names of the Miami transfers? Mark Gillen was.
Mark Gillen.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Can some of you guys on the chat line? I mean, here I am. Lived in Auburn 25 years, lived in Gainesville, now I'm in Troy, and I got to supply the Mark Gillens and the Greg McElroys.
Well, I had McElroy. I saw him on the list because Barry, I did Google it to see how many players have worn number 12 for Alabama, and I did see, I saw McElroy and Brody Croyle on there.
Should it have been a number 18 like Deontay Thompson or Woo Winslet from 1926.
Now you could have. Now there were some great number 14s, Barry. Richard Todd.
No. My point is he needs to be a number that nobody ever had, like a quarterback at Alabama, number 19. I think that was Chad Key's number, or not a number 5 because that was Andrew Zhao, and I loved me some Andrew Zhao.
And Duffy Bowles wore number 5 too.
So
running back.
John evidently is laying some extra pressure on him just because of the number he wears. And I don't think the kid needs pressure. But now I know the proper mindset would be, give me number 12.
I call that confidence, Barry. Confidence in, I want the number Namath wore. Snake.
Oh, brother.
Trammell.
So many things to break down about Alabama naming Keelan Russell the starting quarterback. Again, my bingo card did not make a big deal about the uniform number he wears, but here we are already through one segment now of the Monday show.
If you remember, Barry, when we found out Julio was wearing number 8, I went, wow, how about that? What a great number.
The most pivotal recruit in the Saban era.
And he wears 8. A number that a high school legend sported over there on Carter Hill Road for many seasons.
Yeah, he accepted the challenge. He said, give me Longshore's number. Give it to me. I'll live up to it. And by most accounts, he did.
Yeah.
Well,
I was never a downfield blocker, though. I can tell you that.
You were never a downfield anything, but that's different. Well, he's John Longshore. I'm Barry McKnight. It's the Monday show. It is game week.
Yeah, how about
that? To
a
certain extent. I mean, Lyndon Wood and Gardner Webb and stuff, but it still counts. It's Longshore and McKnight in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.
Longshore and McKnight are brought to you in part by Stivers Automotive, Stivers Ford in Montgomery, and Stivers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Prattville. For the absolute best on-site selection, service, and price, no other dealer can match Stivers. Stivers Ford in Montgomery is located at 4000 Eastern Boulevard and online at stiversfordmontgomery.com. Stivers CDJR in Prattville is located at 2209 Cobbs Ford Road and online at stiverscdjr.com. Longshore and McKnight have been Stivers customers for over 15 years. You should be too. Stivers Automotive, where Price sells cars, trucks, and SUVs. The Destin Connection Seafood Market at 3750 Norman Bridge Road in Montgomery has the freshest seafood direct from the Gulf of America. I'm talking red snapper and grouper, all sizes of Gulf shrimp, jumbo lump crab meat and crab claws, Louisiana Bay oysters, and New Bedford scallops. They are a full-service seafood market and kitchen serving po' boys, dinners, and sandwiches. You know, many well-known restaurants in the river region purchase their seafood from the Destin Connection because they know it's the absolute best. Call ahead and your order will be ready for pickup. The Destin Connection Seafood Market, 3750 Norman Bridge Road. Call 288-4272. That's 288-4272.
Budweiser, the American lager. A time-honored recipe, true to our original process, brewed using the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt, delivering great quality beer since 1876. Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
At Dixie Overhead Door, we specialize in top-quality garage door solutions for homes across Alabama and Georgia. In need of a garage door repair or a brand new garage door installation, our expert team delivers fast, reliable service with local expertise that you can trust, providing customized solutions and exceptional care every step of the way. Visit us today at DixieOverheadDoor.com and experience the Dixie difference.
Okay, welcome back in, everybody. About 19 minutes past the hour here on this Monday edition of Longshore and McKnight. Hey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Of course, it helps with the algorithm. Don't know really what that is, but they say it's good. So hit the like, hit the subscribe. You won't miss anything. Instant notifications. We lay this down live every weekday morning from 7 until 9, but you can watch it, listen, whenever you want. That's the beauty of it. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, Spotify, iTunes, Yellowhammer, and Yellowhammer News. You can check us out on the Yellowhammer News Facebook page. So many ways to check us out. We really appreciate that. See the numbers growing. and we could not do it without you.
Yeah. Matter of fact, those numbers, last I checked, and it was Saturday, I could check again. Our subscription total, John, is $9.97.
Yep.
We are three, or were, I don't know what it is this morning. We were 3 subscribers from 1,000. And that means a lot. Warren Matthews was saying we'd give away a Longshore and McKnight hat or 2.
Yeah.
I got a bumper sticker or 2. Once we get to 1,000. So tell your friends, hey, I kind of like watching Longshore and McKnight during the day. You know, I don't get to watch them in the morning. I get to watch them at lunch with my ham sandwich and all that. Give those guys a chance. See what they think. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers on our little program that we are very excited.
Yes.
About that.
Very much so.
Big time into the numbers. 997, 12.
Did you notice the number, Barry, at the top left of the screen this morning?
Episode number 500. I
Yes.
did not notice that.
Yeah, how about
The
that?
big 500. 500 episodes.
Yes.
Oh, that means 500. No, I mean, let me think if I get this, because I marked it down in my notes here somewhere. That means we are at 12,000. Yeah, not 1,200. 12,379 Cam Newton references.
How about that?
Which averages almost 3 a show. Oh, no, that's too low. No, it's got to be more than that. 500.
Yeah, and
How
as Gurn Jr.'s math tells us, that's 1,000 hours.
Yes.
How about that? Smart kid.
How about that? Yeah. And we continue on just like we always have with the news and stuff of the day. There were I didn't get a hard fast number, but I did get the number 300.
Okay.
Or more than 300. Another number out there. On Saturday, this is from Jason Caldwell, Auburn 247. On Saturday, around 300 former Auburn players were back on campus with their families.
Yeah.
And the vast majority of them are guys that Jason has covered during their careers. They've done stuff like that. Hey, Letterman, come on, and we'll feed you barbecue and get you around the fellas or whatever. And it's usually been about 20 or 30. Hey, there we go. Y'all guys, welcome in members of the 2012 Auburn team that went 0-8 in the SEC. And hey, these War Eagle, everybody. This was as big as I've talked to a couple of people. This was as big of a thing as they have ever had. Over 300 former Auburn players back on campus, their families. Jason Caldwell says he saw Trey Smith for the first time in quite a while. Rodney Creighton, Adley Trone. Trey Smith was the guy who ran for $120 in the Iron Bowl when Carnell and Ronnie were hurt.
Well, wait a minute, Barry. Hold on a second. You're telling me this event you just described was bigger than the yard sale inside Neville Arena?
No, I'm talking about for former players.
I mean, no way this event surpassed any former player, former Coke concessionaire guy. The yard sale, I understand, was a huge success inside Neville Arena.
It wasn't as big as, the Argentina-Iceland friendly they had at Jordan-Hare Stadium during the summer. But
it's hard to top
I think that's the perception is, and it was also written about it, Auburn 247, is that, finally, after a few swings and misses, Auburn, in their head coach, has finally gotten a guy who gets it, who gets Auburn. No, Brian
Coaches, Barry,
they haven't done things like that. They haven't had things where everybody come. I don't care. I saw video of Corey Grant, who's from Opelika. It's not that long of a drive.
That was a long ride.
Was there. Jason Campbell was there.
Well, he's there. He's on the
he lives there. So yeah.
So look, is that Is that going to make them win a game? No. If they lose to Baylor, is everybody going to be kicking and screaming? Yes. I mean, this is all touchy-feely, and that's what goes on this time of year before we get in there to popping pads. And it's great to have everybody back holding hands and getting a big picture taken on Pat Dye Field and all. But, speaking of head coaches, I mean, was former head coach Cadillac Williams there? Did he show up?
That I don't know.
Eric Ramsey, was he there?
Oh, that was from way back. Episode number 500. That's about number 500 reference to Eric.
I mean, I could
Eric
probably come up with
Ortweiler.
500 players wondering if they had showed up there as well. But,
Former place kicker Robert McGinty, who transferred out after he hooked a field goal against Alabama, I think.
At Legion Field, yeah.
John can go over all of those. But in the spirit of my support and calm, rationed conversation about Keelan Russell's number, as though that will win them a game or that will get them a first down, I will admit that having 300 players in mid-August is not going to get Auburn a first down or win a game. But you do get kind of the tone of how this program goes. Now,
I see exactly how it's working. When Auburn finishes 6-6 or has that first bad loss, these 300 that showed up, hey, he's our guy. Got to stick with him.
Yeah.
Got to stick with this guy because he went up there and schmoozed them one August afternoon and had a big barbecue in an open bar and no telling what else they had up there for him. Big picture day, meet and greet. Nah, I'm telling you, man, this Golish guy, I'm in his corner.
He's embracing the Auburn stuff more than a lot of the other guys have recently, and I think that's a good thing. Again, it's not going to get him a first down, Pshaw, but neither is Keelan Russell wearing number 12, which we rode for 15 minutes. I do like the vibe from there. I don't think it's going to be a great year. I don't think it's going to be, 12-0 and, playing in the national championship like they did Malzahn's first year.
Yeah.
But I do think it's a step in the right direction. At least right now, when they still haven't played a game and they're getting ready to go to Atlanta to take on a Baylor club that I don't think is going to give them much. They're going to give them much of a challenge. And then after that, when it gets going, they're going to show on the big, huge video boards Corey Grant eating Byron Smokehouse barbecue or Taquio Spikes over there with a leg quarter or something like that. I think it's going to mean.
Was
something.
Bo there? Cam, Brent Fullwood, some of those guys?
How in the world, again, you bring up all the great number 12s and leave out Greg McElroy, but you bring up all the Auburn greats and you put Brent Fullwood's name in your mouth, the same with Bo Jackson?
Well, I guess you actually had to attend class to come back to this get together. I would assume. I'm not sure Brent darkened the door very often, but hey, he still played in that Citrus Bowl.
You see what I'm dealing with on a daily basis, right? You see, I am courageously going forward and saying, I'm not trying to just sunshine pump Auburn, but I do think that they need to get their fair share. We spent 15 minutes talking about a guy who hasn't started a game like he's a world beater. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, it's like, was any of these infamous Auburn players there?
For the record, once again,
just downplaying it and denigrating it just as a matter of policy on this show. I'm just trying to get, maybe an Auburn thing or two out there just for, the Auburn fans who might be watching.
I am all in favor of getting as many Auburn things out there as we can get. I am all into that. But for the record, once again, I just pointed out to start the show today that Keelan Russell is wearing a number that a lot of greats have already worn for the Crimson Tide and won national championships in doing it. That doesn't translate into this guy's going to win a natty. This guy's going to take him to 11-0. I'm just pointing out
who was the one who had to point
a little pressure on him. And Greg McElroy, of course, won a national championship wearing number 12.
He surely did.
Throw him into the mix as well. But
I felt it was probably timely to bring up as well the Brody Croyles,
Yeah.
and the Bobby Jacksons, and some of the other ones.
Didn't Brody Kroll lose like 9 straight NFL games in a
Thought it
row
was
as a starter? 10? Yeah.
10 in a row.
And Brody's a great guy. Let me tell you. He's
gosh,
awesome.
yes.
He's a great guy, great human being. Trying to
Is
think
it
of another number 12.
McElroy, Brody Croyle. There were probably
Jake
some
Coker 15.
I think so.
Think
14.
so.
I think he was 14.
Yeah, 14.
I don't know. It's not on the top of my head, but
now I don't want to get off on
Richard
Alabama
Todd
there
was
because we were
14.
talking about Auburn in this segment, so I don't want to be accused of switching back to Alabama.
No, we want to dig Auburn as well. We want to gig the Aubs as much as we can while we have this segment to do so here. As we get ready for the start of the season, which for some school, I mean, we got college football beginning in 3 days. Maine at Towson, Southern Illinois at West Florida, Thursday night, people.
Yeah.
Chattanooga at West Georgia. People think that's Auburn. It's not. It's a school.
No kidding.
Yep. Glenville State at Elon. There's games on Friday. Saturday, it's North Carolina versus TCU in Dublin. Saturday morning. It's this week, people. Next Monday, we're going to be talking about games that have already been played. And I'm pretty excited about it all.
Yeah, I get you. I'm up there as well. Did anybody go to the yard? It wasn't called a yard sale. Well, what did take? It was a memorabilia convention or something?
That thing. Okay,
yeah.
you said yard sale, and it made me think of something else. Yeah, that memorabilia thing. Gosh, I got to figure out.
Did anybody go to that? I just like to know what it was all about. And wasn't it for like NIL or something?
Yeah. The On to Victory thing.
Yes.
I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, that's what you were talking about when you were saying yard sale. That was a little obscure. It was the card and memorabilia show. It was actually Saturday and Sunday. 150 to 200 vendor tables. 200 vendor tables, sports cards, memorabilia, collectibles, live celebrity autograph signings, VIP experiences.
Now, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Now, for 2 questions. Was it just Auburn memorabilia or sports memorabilia in general?
It was sports memorabilia, most of it Auburn. You know, in some of the celebrity deals they had, celebrity signings and stuff, we mentioned that Dale Murphy was there. Andrew Jones was there. Somebody, if you want to get on the chat board and tell John who they were. So yeah, it was, and it was exclusively to go towards NIL. So that was
sounds like a little of that NIL went into the pockets of Dale Murphy and
heck yeah,
Andrew Jones.
They don't do that stuff for free. Heck, the players don't do it for free. Why should they? But yeah, they I'm looking now at a couple of pictures of it. You know, they had a lot of stuff on the floor at Neville Arena, floor level, and everything. So it looks like as you might imagine, it looks like a pretty good crowd. I mean, there were people outside waiting to get in. I don't know if it was for the Sunday afternoon finale featuring the Auburn football team's offense and equestrian. I don't know how much were there for equestrian. I honestly don't, but
because it came in waves. You had like one sport at one time, and
you know, women's tennis and baseball, softball, and women's basketball or whatever, stuff like that. Yeah. For Sunday at 1:00, you had the defensive team, you have men's and women's track and field, and you had gymnastics. And at 4:00, you had the offensive team and equestrian.
All right.
Dominique Wilkins was there. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Man, how about that?
Yeah, good
Love
stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at Instagram
Okay.
where they have a couple of pictures there. I may throw a couple of them up, but
so Barry, our friend Bill from Baltimore wanted to know if newly fired Auburn baseball hitting coach Gabe Gross was at this event. He actually played quarterback for Auburn as well.
Was he fired? I didn't
Wasn't he?
realize. No.
Was he not?
He still works at Auburn.
He
still
resigned from the baseball team?
Yeah. And
okay.
he's with development or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, he does have that.
That's one of the jobs I want. Development.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like that. Hey, you're in development. What do I develop? I don't know. Just go out there and develop something.
Gabe is about as Auburn can be now. Whew.
Wait a minute. There's a lot of people that fall into that category. I don't think you can just label just one.
I know Gabe. He and I have talked before. He was. I don't know if Sonny Galloway was there, the ex-baseball coach. Unfortunately, John has opened the gates now to the River Region Straw VIP text line.
No, this is on the regular
will be
text.
Absolutely active with, hey, was Twilita there? Ho, ho, ho. Was
this was Bob
Thomas
Bill from
Petey
Baltimore.
there? Was Thomas Petey signing autographs?
This is it. Yeah,
because he was
Bill.
sure signing class rolls to have people taking whatever it was.
I did get this though, Barry, on the VIP River Region Straw text
you
line.
did.
Didn't Robert McGinty end up coming back and beating Auburn when he was at Florida?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So,
hey, thank you, VIP text line. I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah, Bob from Pike Road says, I was in attendance at the McGinty Duck Hook game.
I was too.
1984. I was there as well. I was up in the.
Wait a minute. Bob's been to 39 Iron Bowls in a row? Wow, Bob, man.
I guess he didn't go in 2020 because of COVID, which obviously nobody could go to, but that's a pretty good stretch. Yeah, let's take a break.
Let's do it.
More to come in just a moment. It's Alabama starting quarterback naming day here and Dog the Albs Day. It's Longshore and McKnight in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.
Known by avid golfers as one of the most beautiful and challenging stops on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, Cambrian Ridge in Greenville lies just 40 miles from Montgomery. It is well worth the ride for any golfer looking for 27 holes of jaw-dropping golf. The greens have been redesigned to accommodate the higher green speeds associated with their installation of the latest generation of ultra-dwarf Bermuda grass. Cambrian Ridge offers a fully stocked pro shop with all the latest equipment and apparel. Great food and beverages in the clubhouse can be enjoyed both before and after your round. Get your group together and hit the trail. Go to rtjgolf.com/Cambrian Ridge for tee times and more information.
I don't care what kind of stories that's been told on you. That may be a lot of things in life you used to do. If you can't give true love to me, I'll understand. Just do the best you can.
Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs and 95 calories.
Why Hands? At Hands Heating and Air, you get this area's highest ranked service provider with 24-hour repair service, no overtime charges, and their same-day service guarantee. Plus, instead of other companies' 30-day repair warranty, Hands gives you a 3-year repair warranty. Hands Heating and Air is here for you 24/7, 365. And service is not just something they do, it's their way of operating, for you in mind. All of Hands employees are trained to adhere to this standard. They work hard to ensure that this standard is maintained, and they are constantly looking for new ways to better serve you. Call Hands Heating and Air today at 508-5382. That's 508-5382, or find them on the web at 834hands.com. Okay, about 20 minutes to the top of the hour here on this Monday, Longshore and McKnight. Glad you're with us here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. if it's not somebody taking a shot at the Phantom, which we'll get into that later, I did get a little shot about, hey, how about those Saints against the Rams? It's preseason. I mean, come on. Now, yeah, they got blanked 34-0, but so it was. There's been a lot of Super Bowl winning teams that went 0-4 in the preseason. Just saying that. I'm not saying they're winning the Super Bowl, but I'm just telling you, it's preseason, man. Come on.
34
Yeah.
to nothing?
I think it was pretty rough.
They lose to the Jags, and John says, hey, Tyler Shuck looked pretty good. Whew.
Did he even play?
He did not.
Yeah, I didn't think
Spencer
so.
Rattler and
That tells you all you
Zach
need to know.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Spencer
Terrible.
Rattler, Zach Wilson. Spencer Rattler was the starter. He was at Oklahoma. Then he was at South Carolina.
Yeah,
he was a 5-star, Phoenix, Arizona. And I never really thought he was all that great. For the Rams, Stetson Bennett, 19 of 31 for 181 yards. Ty Simpson played.
That's right.
You remember the former Alabama quarterback? Alabama had Milroe and everybody dog cussed him, even though he got him into the playoff and won the Campbell Trophy. And so Ty Simpson the next year, and people were dogging Ty Simpson. I always thought he was a good quarterback that was running for his
me too.
life. But he went 8 of 12. Basically, they were able. For the Rams. You know the leading rusher for the Rams? Jarquez Hunter.
No way.
They had good film on Jarquez. Oh, sorry, never mind.
No way.
Jarquez Hunter, 12 rushes, 68 yards, a touchdown. How about that?
Well, for all you people out there that might be wondering, and there again, it is preseason, but I will say this, Barry.
Former Aub, by the way.
The Saints' next preseason game just happens to be against the Cowboys. So there might be a little pride situation here. The Cowboys are 2-0 in preseason for what that's worth.
Nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, we'll see if we show up against the Cowboys.
This is the final preseason week coming up. So if you did not score in your last preseason game, you better get something up there. Otherwise, your ticket sales are going to take
Well, I kind of look at it this way. Where we, there was a quarterback years ago in a spring game that got like 2 snaps. You don't want to show much. You want to expose it and lay it out there when it really means something. So that's kind of the way I'm thinking.
Episode number 500. I think out of all those 500, this is the latest that John has been able to dust off a Cam Newton reference. 42 minutes in. He's losing his fastball, y'all.
Yeah.
Just in case you're wondering, that Saints-Cowboys matchup, I think it's on a Thursday.
Is it Thursday?
Is it? Whatever the 28th is.
I think it's Friday.
Dates.
I think that's Friday.
25th, 26th. Yes, Friday.
Yep.
At 7 o'clock in Arlington. You know you must not be good if the Cowboys can't get you into prime time for good.
Really? What the heck's going on here?
Oh yeah. Jarquez Hunter, how about him? He's getting the rock a little bit.
Was he a film star?
Yeah. Well, he had film on him. Yeah. I don't know if he knew about it or if
he knew about it.
Somebody did. Yes.
Well, he's in L.A. I mean, right there in Hollywood. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Yeah.
That's pretty special.
Well,
good for them. Preseason, schmee season. Who cares? I'll take a look. I mean, who was on? Denver was on last night. The little lady put it on. I walked in the room. I went, whoa, watching a little You got a little action on this game? What's going on here? And I saw Bo Nix play a little bit.
Yeah,
took him down the field, scored a touchdown.
So he wasn't. We know he wasn't there on Saturday at that thing.
True.
Even though he does hold an Auburn.
Maybe his father was there, former Auburn quarterback that threw a touchdown pass in the Iron Bowl, filling in for Stan White, I believe. Is that who that was?
No. Bo Nix's dad. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. For somebody, I just said Gabe Gross. Okay. Yeah. Bo Nix's dad. He was a starting quarterback. He did a little bit more than throw a touchdown pass against Alabama in the Iron Bowl. Let me tell. Patrick Nix had a pretty decent career. Oh, he threw a touchdown. Whatever.
I'm trying to think of another great play. I'm sure he had many, but there's one that sticks out. But I'll take your word for it.
Oh yeah, he started quite a few games. He was the starter for a couple of years. Brett from Beauregard is my guy, not only because my son graduated from Beauregard High School. Brett says, "Hey Barry, Friday y'all were asking about possible Auburn memorabilia. I mentioned they had this On to Victory thing with memorabilia and signings and Dale Murphy and Andrew Jones and the equestrian team and everybody out there, and all the money raised is going to go to the On to Victory NIL fund." And John was saying, "Hey, have you got Lorenzo Diamond?" Anyway, he says, "Friday, y'all were asking about possible Auburn memorabilia. How about possible Alabama memorabilia?"
Oh,
Kenny
here
Simon's shotgun, John or Joe King's gun, Brian, John Harlan Bergdorf's book. Oh my God!
Now, Brett,
I heard that if they were going to do it, they were already trying to locate Mike Price's minibar at Destiny at that hotel room that Destiny
Barry,
cleaned up.
I would like to buy that credit card he left in that hotel room. Is that up for bid? That to me would be a collector's item.
Does somebody have enough sense to put in a deep freeze somewhere Jawan Simpson's ice cream cone?
Now, Brett, I asked this question. I don't know why you felt like that you needed to pick on that particular school. I mean, am I not to believe that Auburn and Georgia is the South's oldest continuous football rivalry, and this is huge rivalry between these two schools? Could you have not said something about speeding tickets or DUIs or whatever happens over there in Athens? No, just immediately resort to Tuscaloosa. I thought Georgia was a big deal. Once again, proving my point, it's not. It's a made-up, fantasized, it's a huge rivalry. When's the last time Auburn's won in Athens? 2004?
Now that has been a while. See, what are you doing talking about Alabama, Brett? Come on.
I don't get it.
I know we're centralized in the middle of the state and everything, but why can John just go ahead and take absolute skeet shooting pigeon clays out of everything that we talk about? But when you say something about it, I was like, what about Georgia? What about Tennessee? It's supposed to be a big deal. And all of that.
But also, I'll play along. I love to have fun and a good time. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
Trying to think of some other ones though. And if you want to go with people that got in trouble after they left school, mainly I'm picking on. I'm not picking. I'm actually highlighting.
I'm
actually highlighting people that got a little sideways while they were still in college. But if you want to broaden it to post-college, we can do that too.
Well, also, I know we're getting close to the season, so it's not going to be a bunch of, at least I'm going, well, you did, Alabama did this. Well, Auburn did this. Well, what about Cam? Well, okay, all that. The news of the day. There is a football player named Daquan Wright. Yeah. Well, he got waived on Sunday. He's a tight end. He got waived out of the Browns camp. How bad do you have to be not to be able to make the Browns, for goodness sake? He went to Ole Miss. He was actually decent, pretty decent. Good numbers at Ole Miss as a tight end. Before that, he was at Virginia Tech. He didn't get drafted. He signed with the Browns for a training camp offer, and he's been going to training camp. He has been under a Browns contract. The preseason games and da-da-da. Well, he got waived last night. And before he got waived, he had an agreement in place to go back to college and play. He was at Ole Miss, but where he played under Lane Kiffin. He has a deal. His agents got him a deal where now he can head to LSU and play for the Tigers this season. Yeah. He spent 4 years in college and then entered the draft. He signed with the Eagles, landed in the Browns training camp. Now, he could be the first person to suit up for an NFL team and then return to NCAA football. He is part of a group of players who sued the NCAA in Louisiana, seeking a 5th year of eligibility after the NCAA adopted a new 5-year age-based eligibility policy in June. They say that while they're ineligible under the old rules, they wouldn't be ineligible under the new ones and shouldn't be punished just because the change came after their college career ended, which is bogus, right?
Bogus.
I mean, why not Archie Manning coming back? Because all this happened after his college career ended. So a Louisiana judge agreed granting the players a 5th season. A special transfer portal is open to exclusively them on Thursday. And the judge also barred the NCAA from enforcing its longtime ban on players returning to college after signing professional contracts. It's a Charles Bediako case. He played professionally and should not have come back. A lot of people felt strongly about that. This is the same deal. And he's not the only one. Jack Piper and all that. John, there are guys who recorded NFL statistics in preseason games that are going to be playing college football against 19-year-old offensive tackles and, 19-year-old linebackers. And they've been in Browns camp and they've been in whatever it is, Texans camp or whatever.
And, Greg Sankey was commenting about this last week. He is not happy about it. Doesn't want any part of it. We hear what he has to say, but does he have the power to stop it? You wonder. Doesn't sound like it, but I wonder if he has the power to stop this. I don't like it. Obviously, Lane Kiffin does. He's going to take advantage of it, but this is over the top. I mean, I wasn't thrilled about the Bediako thing. It didn't float my boat. But to me, this is just way out of bounds. And is this the last thing before people start stepping up and say, all right, enough's enough. We're done here. And we're going to go do our own thing or have our own super league or whatever it may be. But this is crazy.
This is also, bear in mind, this is also not random. Daquan White going to LSU. The other player that I was talking about, Jack Pyburn, who played at LSU, has been in Buccaneers camp. And he's still in camp. I mean, they haven't waived him or anything. But if he ever does get cut, he can come back and play at LSU. This is not random. The judge in Louisiana, he didn't just all of a sudden, he's in Baton Rouge, he didn't all of a sudden say, I don't think this is right. He was orchestrated by, some LSU people. Hey, man, you could really help us out. We need a tight end. We need a rush bandit and everything. He is there to make sure that those players who, hey, man, if we get cut, we'd sure like to come back to LSU, can come back to LSU. This is absolutely orchestrated by Kiffin, by LSU boosters, and they're not the only ones orchestrating all
but
of
you know,
this.
Barry, it's always that program that's got to jump in the water first. And you go back to Bediako, I can't recall the schools, but there were some schools out there somewhere in the country that are going, ooh, I like this idea. We're going to go try to do it too. And you got to have a first, but I don't want the floodgates opening up once. If this happens, then you got schools all over the country doing this.
Yeah, cut down day in the NFL, whenever you have your final cuts down to your 53-man roster, all of a sudden, whatever it is, 1 week, 2 weeks before the start of the college football season, that kid who, redshirted last year and is hoping to be the man. I got a chance. I'm running with the ones at tight end at LSU. Man, I cannot wait until we play Clemson. I'm going to be the starter. And then a week before you get going, you got some grown man at 26 years old is going to come in and, hey, I'm going to be the tight end now. Well, who are you? Well, I played for coach before. Yeah. And that's wrong, right? The guy hasn't taken any snaps in college in over a year or in a year. And all of a sudden, this kid who had been, working and slaving and perspiring and sacrificing to be starting tight end at LSU, all of a sudden Kiffin comes in and says, hey, kid, tough break, man. We got this guy from the Browns that's going to be doing this. I mean, that's just
it ain't
wrong.
right. I just
They have
don't.
got to
And Barry, is
figure
that
this out, Tom.
going to diminish? I think it already has, to tell you the truth. The loyalty, the faithfulness of college football fans. Had enough. Done.
This
They're
is
pricing
not-
me out of the game.
Yeah.
It's inconvenient. And now they're doing this. Forget it. Done.
Well,
Done.
the reason why Kiffin is doing it, he said basically, and it's something John has been talking about for years about recruiting. If we don't sign this kid who is on the verge academically, somebody else is going to, and, they're going to get him. If this kid broke the law or something and we kick him out of school, somebody else is going to grab him, and he's a really good player. Same thing with this. The coaches are going to say, man, we better do it before they do it. And that's all Kiffin is doing right now, is making sure that he gets this kid, sure, but that somebody else doesn't get him. So.
That's a great analogy. If we don't sign this kid, our rival's going to sign him and beat us with him. And then I got to answer to alum, why didn't you sign that guy? Well, you told me you didn't want him then. Well, he beat you. You better, don't let that happen again. I get it. It's a tough one. Well, Barry, it's getting close to the start of football season. Robbie up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed with a Greenville Hillcrest Evergreen recap. Looks like Greenville had a big night on the gridiron.
Greenville, the fabled Tigers, win over Hillcrest 44-20. Congratulations to Coach Gary Johnston in his first win. Next up Friday, against Alma Bryant. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Yeah.
Alma Bryant next up. Go Greenville. He says this judge's decision in Louisiana was really bad. These players need to be either make NFL teams or get a real job.
Hey, I like
agree
that.
with you more. It's such a
How about this one, Barry? You might not be able to say too much. Robbie wants a Troy recap. What's going on with the Trojans?
Well, everybody, just about everybody, I say everybody, has finished their scrimmage. Troy had a scrimmage last night to wrap up all of that. Now we're getting into game week preparation. Even though it's not game week, you're starting to like today, they're going over film and everything. Same thing at Auburn, same thing at Alabama. Lots of film work to figure out, hey, who are we going to get? We better get some of these guys to take the majority of the snaps in practice because we got to get them ready. It's all pretty much getting around's pretty much over with. I was at practice. Their depth is the biggest thing about Troy. They've got some really good football players, some difference makers. They always seem to have that, but the last 2 years, Troy's depth hasn't been what they've needed because of injuries mostly, but man, they've got a lot of guys on the defensive line, a lot of dudes on the defensive line, got some great linebackers and more than one or two or three of them. The offensive line's depth has been better than it ever has been. Wide receivers, a lot of playmakers there. So I like it. I like the fact that they're going to have a chance, at least in the first couple of games played at home, to get a lot of guys some reps out on the field. I like the look of that team, that's for sure. The depth is outstanding. Special teams, they haven't really settled on a place kicker yet. That's the one thing that concerns me more than anything else. And you need maybe one or two more running backs to to kind of insinuate themselves in. But they look good to me. A lot of depth. That's the big thing to remember. If you remember anything about that, got a lot of players who are capable.
So, Robbie, Barry might not tell you this. He might not even feel this way. But I'm telling you, it's Sun Belt Conference title or bust in my mind, Robbie. I got a lot of pieces coming back, 2 experienced quarterbacks, running backs, Sun Belt Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, you kidding me? Like the schedule, how it sets up too. Robbie, go get your tickets today.
Yep. TroyTrojans.com/tickets. Season opener September 5th at home against Sam Houston State. When we come back, second hour of the program, it's John Longshore. It's Barry McKnight. Monday show, Longshore and McKnight, in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.
The more you play, the more chances you have to win during Diamond Days all summer long at Victoryland Casino. Win diamond jewelry and your share of $105,000 in free play. Also all summer long, it's TV Tuesdays. Win TVs and your share of $80,000 in free play. Giveaways galore all summer long. Diamond Days and TV Tuesdays with $185,000 in free play at Victoryland Casino, where you can be a winner too. Victoryland Casino off I-85 exit 22 Shorter, Alabama. Must be 21 or older.
Excuse me, just gonna hop in here.
Pardon me? Whoa. Don't even think about it.
I'd like a beer, Bud Light. Bud Light, please.
Bud Light.
Just one.
Bud Light.
Just one Bud Light, please. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Hold my legs.
What's this? You teaming up? That is crazy.
Hello? One Bud Light, please.
Two.
Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
I knew you still had it.
Did you?
No.
Phoenix Physical Therapy is ready to help patients recover, recharge, and rise. They develop a customized therapy plan for each patient to get them back to enjoying their favorite activities. Their experienced team is committed to providing exceptional care in a professional environment. Whether you're looking to prevent or treat an injury, recover from a recent illness, or recuperate from surgery, schedule an appointment with one of their clinics and take advantage of physical therapy, athletic training, workers' comp, and employer solution services. Get back in the game, get back to work, and get back to life with Phoenix Physical Therapy. To find a location near you and to schedule an appointment, go to phoenixphysicaltherapy.com. That's phoenixphysicaltherapy.com.
Big news for Central Alabama travelers. Getting to Texas just got easier. You can now fly nonstop from Montgomery to Houston with United Airlines. No long drives, no layovers, just smooth direct travel from your hometown airport. Whether it's business or a weekend getaway, Houston is now just one flight away. Spend more time there and less time getting there. Fly nonstop to Houston. Fly MGM, where travel feels easy. Book your trip today at flymgm.com.
Hey, in about 29 minutes, our friend and associate Lindsey Bonner, sports director at CBS 8, is going to join us here on the program. She'll join us on Mondays throughout the season in the bottom of the hour number 2 to get her thoughts, and we'll discuss college football and what's coming up, what we've seen. So looking forward to that. That'll start today here on the program at the bottom of hour number 2. Also, the Gurn Jr. Victoryland 777 topic wheel later today as well. And yeah. I guess we might throw in the little daily dog as well.
It's on the schedule, you know.
Yeah.
This may be our last Monday until, for the rest of 2026 without Tom Luganbill joining us from.
Let me see when Luke starts.
Does he start
August 31st. That's a week from today.
Week. Yep.
Yeah.
A week from tomorrow, great day in American history, my birthday.
I tried.
Always on Labor Day. Can you imagine?
Hey, and Theotis, I know Theotis is a big fan of Ralph Michaels. He starts this Friday.
Yeah,
Wager Talk, Gold Sheet.
I'm glad you brought that up. He loves some Ralph Michaels.
Yeah.
But always my birthday comes during Labor Day weekend. Sometimes it falls on Labor Day. It'll be on a Tuesday of next week, September 1st. This time next week, can you imagine? Can you empathize with us? Can you have empathy into what next week is going to be like?
Football, they having a yard sale again this week?
It's not a yard sale. A yard sale is, and I've seen those before, old used jerseys and stuff. This is a memorabilia thing at Auburn. I hope it's not going to be like
just for the record, Barry,
hear about it for 2 weeks.
Brett, I see you working, man. I love it. I see you working, Brett.
Brett's got some good stuff. He is supplying some items in case Alabama ever has a memorabilia thing, and they do. They do. It's just John doesn't necessarily care about those. Brett says, John Bear Bryant's George Dickel bottles. Shoes
he didn't drink George Dickel. He drank Old Foresters.
Get it right, Brett. Jeez. Shoes worn by Courtney Upshaw running down his girlfriend. Julio Jones suits from T-Town Menswear, Luther Davis's makeup and wig. Why did I not think about that? One of the more surreal things ever.
Yeah.
DJ Fluker's receipt from Sticks and Things Furniture. Oh man, there's some stuff.
Don't forget about the deep sea fishing trips.
Yeah, but what do you get from that?
Now, wait a minute. Was one of those he mentioned? Was that the one where the father of the girl said it was her fault?
No. Oh, the father of the girl said, yeah. Oh, he said it was her fault that Courtney Upshaw roughed her up. Yeah. Jeez.
You couldn't write a book about some of this stuff.
It is. John couldn't write a book anyway.
Yeah, true.
But there is all of that next week. This time next Monday, we will be previewing game week. There's not going to be a lot of review because we'll have, by this time next week, we will have reviewed the Aer Lingus Classic, which comes up on Saturday. Hey, how bad does North Carolina look under Bill Belichick? TCU, North Carolina State at Virginia. That was supposed to be in Rio de Janeiro, which was a great song. Look it up, from Pablo Cruz. Northwestern State versus Florida State. Do we know about this on the CW?
So Barry, do you think North Carolina, if things really go sideways, would they fire Belichick before the season's over?
Heck yeah, it has already gone really sideways. They are terrible.
Hey, I see Gurn Senior's hopped on today. Obviously must be some big news today.
Good morning.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
All right. I just wanted to note this special occasion, episode 500.
Yes.
And John, you noted Gurn Jr. with that 1,000 hours. That is actually a screw up, not a screw up, a concept by Malcolm Gladwell that if you perfect 10,000 hours of work, you can become an expert. Well, we're at 1,000 hours. I don't know if we're perfect, but I just want to say congratulations. And, the last time we did this, it might have been 250. We were still under some legal restrictions. We're no longer under those restrictions. And I just know this whole thing, it's amazing that we're here now. Because it started with John Solo on the radio at Cumulus. And the show is about as much fun as I don't know what it is. Y'all come up, fill in the blank.
There's a lot of things I could come up with.
John's not loving life. There's a show we looked at in Birmingham. It had the same kind of format. Went from Cumulus to YouTube. We talked to them, kind of got an understanding of what they did. Gurn Jr. was willing to. Said he could put the format together. What you're seeing today, you can see it. But it was still just a concept. John was willing to take a chance, but until we had the man on my left, it wasn't a real show. True. And when you got the band back together, and we can call it John and Barry if we want to now. We don't have to. It sounds like a very prominent law firm. John liked the Longshore McKnight. He thought it's like a prominent law firm.
It does. Yes.
Which leads us to the next part of this is that we got Cumulus came after John and me, and we had, because of our great sponsors. Great sponsors wanted to stay with the show, and they did. And everybody you see sponsoring this show or have made it happen. They're the ones that make this happen. Eddie Stivers at Stivers, Budweiser, David Scott at Destin Connection, everybody at Dixie Electric, all the go down the list. Phoenix Physical Therapy, Victoryland. Absolutely. All those great sponsors are what make this happen. And Cumulus felt like he had a non-compete. He really didn't. But in today's society, anybody can. And they did. And so while I am a lawyer, I'm not a real lawyer in that sense. We went out and got who I thought the best lawyers in the state of Alabama, and that's the law firm of Melton Espy and Joe Espy and his son Bill. And they helped us navigate through this, and we settled with Cumulus and basically allowed us to keep all our sponsors and rock along as a show. Nobody, if you're a viewer, you never really knew a difference. You know, it was dicey on our end for a little bit, but it was all good. Nobody likes to sue. But all that being said, you guys do a great job day in, day out. You know, freshening it up, also bringing the things that everybody loves to hear. So I've been told, John says for the next 500 shows, he's not going to Auburn.
500 shows? He can't make 500 seconds. Are you kidding me?
I mean, that, you know, Gurn, you got to give the audience what they want. You know, that's my
Some
theory.
of the audience. Yeah. Well,
that's what they
also
want.
Warren mentions.
Anyway, guys, I'll leave you with that. Thank you for all you do. I will say, I did notice we have gotten some of the numbers back, and when you have a certain guest host, the numbers skyrocket. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. But I will say, I can promise you, Barry is never in his professional broadcasting career ever thought he'd be talking about chitlins, which we did on the segment. So there you go.
Yes, we did. So also, not only episode number 500, appreciate you, episode number 500, but also we meant to open the show by mentioning on Thursday I looked and we had 997 subscribers.
Yes.
Well, I'm checking now and we are over 1,000. We
Fantastic.
had people who answered the call this morning and answering the call this morning to tell everybody else about. We have pushed over 1,000 now, which is pretty doggone good. And Gurn Sr., Warren had said something about, you know, giving away some hats. I got a bumper sticker here and all this. We got work to do. And again, it's because of great sponsors, John, that have been with us through thick and thin. I was about to say good and bad, but it hasn't ever been bad. It
hasn't. And you know, that gives me, you know, an opportunity, and I would like to spotlight. You see them, but as Warren mentioned, you know, Eddie Stivers and the good folks at Stivers Automotive have just been phenomenal. You know, the great folks out at Bama Budweiser, they've been with us since we started 30 years ago. And just those people out there, wonderful people, and they do so much for the community. Steve and those people out there, just fantastic. Riverbank here, a locally owned, a regional bank that has grown and grown and grown, and great people at Riverbank. Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air, a great local company. The RTJ Golf Trail have just been phenomenal with, you know, the guys in Greenville and up in Prattville. Jim Massey Cleaners, which has been here in the River region for over 80 years, and great people there that handle all your dry cleaning needs. Victoryland, man, the McGregor family and all of them just have been great to us through the radio and through this venture as well. Robert Kahn and his great staff at Phoenix Physical Therapy, just been with us for a long time and really appreciate that relationship. The Montgomery Regional Airport, also another great sponsor of ours. The Destin Connection, as Gurn brought up, David Scott and his crew, Ray Bowles and Prattville Carpet in Prattville on Cobbs Ford Road for all of your flooring needs. Have certainly been a big help. The city of Montgomery has been on with us too. Synovus Bank, just so many great sponsors, and just couldn't do it without all these people. We greatly appreciate it. And certainly I want you to let those people know how much you enjoy what we do here. It means a lot.
We enjoy doing it as well. We are too humble to really comment on this from Bob from Pike Road other than just to present it as it was submitted. John and Barry, a.k.a. Longshore and McKnight, is the unquestioned greatest show in Alabama, the heart of college football, end quote. Love it. Bob has always been a mainstay of that. A lot of some input from Bob from Pike Road. Now, you better bring your big boy pants whenever you get on with Bob from Pike Road, because he will not only state his position unequivocally, he will defend it unequivocally as well. But with all deference to Bob, and we do appreciate the kind words, Bob, all you've said so far about Keelan Russell is that the offensive line better protect him and they better have a run game to keep things honest out there. I want to know what you think about him specifically. Is he going to be a success? I mean, if he gets, he can't be a lone wolf. You've got to be able to have something other than him running around making plays. I think that was a problem with Milroe, is they depended on him too much. Same thing with Bryce.
Yeah.
Do you like it? I like it.
Bob, I know it's not the offensive line, but I'd like to know your thoughts about Keelan Russell becoming the starting quarterback. I'll say this, Barry. I didn't think it would happen this soon, but the more I've thought about it, I think it's a good idea. Give this young man 2 complete weeks as the starter, going to practice knowing he's the starter. The team probably already knew it, but now they know it officially. So what if he's Carolina knows? Big deal. I think that's overrated. The more I think about it, kind of, ease into it, be a little bit more comfortable, just not spring it on them 3 days before kickoff. This way, mentally, you can get ready. I think physically he's already ready, but, there's a mental side of it as well. So the more I think about it, I think DeBoer was smart in doing this.
Plus, like John has said before, and he is right, the players know. The longer it takes, the players are like, yo, man, come on. The kid's been playing great. And we all know he better be the starter. So at some point, you stand the risk of the team maybe having the vibe that you're not being always honest with them all the time, because especially if it was starting to lengthen, the gap between Russell and Mack, go ahead and say it and get them used to it, and don't have them question, hey, man, why isn't he named Russell? We ought to know who the starter is at center. We know who the starter is at right guard. We know who the starters are at safety. This kid's been playing great. Why isn't he naming he's kind of not being straight up with us. So, yeah, I like that very much. One final thought from Tobias. Well, no, we'll get Tobias on the other side. We got time to do that because
how about this quick one? I just had it right in front of me. Where did it go? Oh yeah, here we go. Our man Ted.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Ted says, congratulations, John and Barry. This format is much preferable to radio. Is it because of our impressive looks? Is that what it is? Is it, having our faces there or I don't know. I
thought it was interesting, Barry, and I'm glad that our attorney for Longshore McKnight laid it out for our viewers and listeners about how all this transpired some 500 episodes ago. Because people have asked, how did you do it? How did you get here? This, that, and the other. There was a day in it was still winter, when something happened, kind of an earth-shattering event in local radio that neither of us knew was coming. Right. And once it happened, we both were not very happy about it. I was not personally very happy about it. And from that point on, that's when the wheels were in motion to get this format going. It took about 6 months to get it going. A lot of T's had to be crossed, I's had to be dotted, but we did it, and we knew what was coming after we did it, and we were ready for it, and it didn't last long. And here we are today, 500 episodes in. That's
And
my
some people say-
non-attorney way of addressing it.
And some people say it's better than it's ever been. Mhm. There are
think so, too.
drawbacks, like John has realized, hey, no program director is going to get on my case if we're late for a commercial break. We can take a commercial. I'll go ahead and spend an extra 5 minutes talking about this.
It's great.
When the people are screaming for the Phantom's Daily Dog.
I mean, I do have to actually comb my hair because of what I have left, because we are a visual medium as well. So, but it's great. It's awesome. So,
I can still do it in hotel rooms all over this great country of ours. So it all works out well. It's Longshore and McKnight, episode number 500, in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. If you encounter one wolf, chances are there's a pack nearby. Fortunately, the same applies to beer. Head for the mountains of The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. To avoid going in circles, make note of recognizable landmarks, like that.
What's wrong with going in circles?
Different circles, Ross.
Okay.
Head for the mountains.
Longshore and McKnight are brought to you in part by Stivers Automotive, Stivers Ford in Montgomery, and Stivers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Prattville. For the absolute best on-site selection, service, and price, no other dealer can match Stivers. Stivers Ford in Montgomery is located at 4000 Eastern Boulevard and online at stiversfordmontgomery.com. Stivers CDJR in Prattville is located at 2209 Cobbs Ford Road and online at stiverscdjr.com. Longshore and McKnight have been Stivers customers for over 15 years. You should be too. Stivers Automotive, where Price sells cars, trucks, and SUVs. The Destin Connection Seafood Market at 3750 Norman Bridge Road in Montgomery has the freshest seafood direct from the Gulf of America. I'm talking red snapper and grouper, all sizes of Gulf shrimp, jumbo lump crab meat and crab claws, Louisiana Bay oysters, and New Bedford scallops. They are a full-service seafood market and kitchen serving po' boys, dinners, and sandwiches. Many well-known restaurants in the river region purchase their seafood from the Destin Connection because they know it's the absolute best. Call ahead and your order will be ready for pickup. The Destin Connection Seafood Market, 3750 Norman Bridge Road. Call 288-4272. That's 288-4272. All righty, welcome back in, everybody. About 22 minutes past the hour on this Monday. I'm not going to go ahead and sugarcoat it, Barry.
No, and you guys don't even text me. They just did. Don't even text me and say, hey, if this is episode number 500, can you give me the Phantom's Daily Dog record in those 500 shows to that? No. We'd have to go through every one. I know it's something like 60%, 62%, something like that, something amazing. But yeah, don't think I'm keeping tabs on that. But
we're not going to sugarcoat it. It was, Barry, after 3 winning weeks in a row, and I think we were 12.
At one point, they were 12-2.
12-2. I think we ended up
2-3.
12-4. Yeah, we ended up 12-4. So with this week, we are 14-7 after a month.
Okay.
14-7.
Right.
We had 3 winning weeks in a row, cashing tickets, stuffing money, getting a bankroll.
Getting your man on the run, getting him backpedaling a little bit.
Let's just say we stopped the bleeding on Friday because we went into Friday down 3, up 1, but we win it on Friday, Barry, with the Atlanta Braves and is it Milwaukee or Minnesota they play? Milwaukee. Total was 6.5 runs. The final score, I don't even know who won. 2-1. Don't matter. Don't care who won the game.
All right. Okay.
They did not score over 6.5 runs. So that was a winner. But for the record, who did win that game? I'm just kind of curious. I mean, was it the Braves that won it 2-1?
Heck, I don't know.
Yeah, who cares? But it went
Yeah,
over
the Brewers won it 2-1.
Oh, even better.
Yeah,
oh, that's great. Yeah.
Jacob Mizurowski, who throws about 105 miles an hour, like we mentioned. Best ERA in the major leagues. He beat the Braves 2-1. But
look at that.
Since
that's like
then,
a bonus.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you know who won the game? No, I don't really know. Don't care. Hey, the Braves lost. Oh, well, great. Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
That's even better.
Cherry on top.
That's right. So we had it under. So, Barry, we finished the week 2 wins, 3 losses. You know, it isn't like going 0-5 or 1-4. I mean, you know, it could have been worse. But fact of the matter is, it was a losing weekend.
It was a non-win. Yeah, okay, right.
Yeah. It was a losing weekend. But there again. The last month is, you got to admit, been pretty good for the Daily Dog. So we're going to today. I believe this is a late game today. One of the latest on the board, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty full schedule today in Major League Baseball.
And they all are supper time or afterwards. There's no early.
There is a game actually that starts later than this one. Actually 5 minutes later. But we're going to go to a place we have been to this place a lot this year. We are going to, just north of the Mexican border. We're going to San Diego, where the Padres are hosting the Pittsburgh Pirates at 8:40. San Francisco plays at 8:45.
Yes. Okay. All right.
This game is an even matchup. And I'm not sure why, but it is, so I'm grabbing it. I got to think the home team's going to be a favorite before this game goes off later tonight. So that's why we give it to you early.
Right.
This game's more than 12 hours away from first pitch. I got to tell you, the home team's going to be a favorite. It's start time, so get on it early.
Pittsburgh right-hander Braxton Ashcraft, the third, has had a really good year. 13-5 record. San Diego's Robbie Ray has been solid. He walks too many guys, but he's 11-7. Pretty good pitching matchup here. Will we be
the Padres coming in, Barry, on a 3-game winning streak.
True.
They've won 7 of their last 10. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, 3 in a row losers. 5-5 in their last 10. I think we talked about this Braxton guy earlier. He doesn't sound like a pitcher. That's not a pitcher's name.
No, that's a rush chairman. Braxton Ashcraft, that's one of those guys you see with a name tag, a handwritten name tag on it, sitting at the card table at the front of the fraternity house saying, can I see your ID, please? That guy is Braxton Ashcraft.
He's the one that says,
pitcher.
To meet you. Want a brew? Don't cost nothing. That's that guy. As a matter of fact, Barry, one of my dearest pledge brothers, grew up in Birmingham, lives down in the Mobile area now. First name is Braxton. Great guy.
Oh,
awesome.
I know a Braxton here in Troy. Braxton Barron.
Awesome guy. Great guy. So I'm taking the home team Padres tonight, Barry, at even. That is today's Phantoms Daily Dog.
Yes.
And, we're going to keep it rolling here. We're going to keep it rolling here with that and hopefully pick up more winners. And I know what you're thinking. When's the Phantom going to start picking some football games? Do you want winners or do you want favorites? I mean, come on. We're looking to get you some money in your pocket. We will get to football. It's coming sooner or later. I will say this. Week 0, I don't like the chances, but week 1, we will definitely have the Phantom 4. So just get ready for that. We'll do that here on the program, and we'll do it on Lace Up as well. We do the Longshore's lines on Lace Up, so we'll give you some winners on that as well.
It is our Monday show. That is the Phantom's Daily Dog. When we come back, Lindsey Bonner, WAKA CBS 8 Sports Director, joins Longshore and McKnight in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.
Phoenix Physical Therapy is ready to help patients recover, recharge, and rise. They develop a customized therapy plan for each patient to get them back to enjoying their favorite activities. Their experienced team is committed to providing exceptional care in a professional environment. Whether you're looking to prevent or treat an injury, recover from a recent illness, or recuperate from surgery, Schedule an appointment with one of their clinics and take advantage of physical therapy, athletic training, workers' comp, and employer solution services. Get back in the game, get back to work, and get back to life with Phoenix Physical Therapy. To find a location near you and to schedule an appointment, go to phoenixphysicaltherapy.com. That's phoenixphysicaltherapy.com.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Located just 8 miles north of Alabama's state capital, Capitol Hill features 3 18-hole championship courses. With more than 1,500 acres of golf and nature, the pure magnitude of this facility is amazing and allows each course to be drastically different from the others. Capitol Hill also features an innovative 360-degree driving range 400 yards in diameter. Capitol Hill offers a fully stocked pro shop with the latest equipment and apparel. Great food and beverages in the clubhouse can be enjoyed both before and after your round. Get your group together and hit the trail. Go to rtjgolf.com/Capitol Hill for tee times and more information. Okay, here we are, bottom of hour number 2 on this Monday with Longshore and McKnight. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Episode 500 is today, and we thought we'd bring in a very special guest. She'll join us on Mondays during the football season and beyond to get her thoughts and recap and previews. It's Lindsey Bonner, sports director at CBS 8 in Montgomery. Lindsey, good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing really well. Impressed with your resume lately. You're also public address announcer, Montgomery Biscuits. How did, number one, how did that come around? And number two, what'd you think?
It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I hope if they're ever in a pinch again, I get another call. But how it happened, it was kind of the perfect storm. Rick, who normally does the PA there, was out of town. A lot of their backups were out of town. So I got the call, and I was very grateful to have gotten the call because it was super fun. And I've never done that before. So it was very interesting. But yeah, super fun night.
That is fantastic. Love that. Great stuff. All right, Lindsey, since we were last together, we were talking, okay, is it going to be Austin Mack? Is it going to be Keelan Russell? The announcement was made. Your thoughts about Kalen DeBoer going with Keelan Russell?
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. I had a feeling it was going to be Keelan Russell all the time, just because, I mean, no offense to Austin Mack, but if you're in a system for that long and you still can't win, I really just don't think that you're the guy there. I think there's a lot more upside to Keelan Russell. He gives you, he's a little bit more athletic, so he can definitely, when that pocket collapses, go run and make something out of nothing, go get some yards. So I'm really excited for what he's going to bring for the Tide this year, and, how multifaceted he is.
Yeah.
And I've heard from a lot of people he really favors Bryce Young. So
that's not bad.
That's not bad either. That's not bad at all.
We'll see. Hopefully he's a little bit bigger than him. But, it seems as though coming into it, now we get down to really the last little bit of opportunity to polish these teams and get some of these players some reps and things like that. So you look at Alabama and, with the opener against East Carolina, it's not the sturdiest opener out there. They've still got some work to do. How do you think it's gone to this point, and what's important down the stretch heading into the season?
From what I've heard, it's going really good. Obviously, there's the big question mark when it comes to physicality in the running back room. I think that's going to be key. But you have your quarterback established now, so you can have those pieces really start to gel with Keelan and the ones. So that's what I'm looking for. And that's what I'm really going to be looking for in week 1. Yes, it's not going to be a great litmus test, like you said, with East Carolina, but how are those ones gelling? What does the running back room look like? Can Daniel Hill step up and kind of be there with EJ Crowell to be that two-headed monster? So I think if those things can happen, this Alabama flying under the radar, they could sneak up and surprise some people.
I mean, Nick Saban's even said that. Flying, that's just hard for me to consume, Barry. Alabama under the radar? What? Wait
I think it's healthy for them. I think that's a healthy.
I thought it was like the biggest event to ever show up in your town when the Crimson Tide rolled in. Well, what's going on here?
It's a new day for sure. Oh. What strikes you about Auburn and their preparation?
Oh, I am so excited. I've been on the record many times saying how excited I am for Auburn. I think you've heard some of this argument, Barry. But yeah, I think Alex Golesh is doing all the right things. I'm really excited. They're going to have a way better litmus test in week 1 with Baylor. So I really think that we're going to see all this hard work and all of the boxes that they're checking come to fruition against Baylor. And I think people are going to be really shocked with the product that Auburn puts on the field. And one thing I want to note is this Auburn team seems super together. And some of the most successful teams in college football history, the most together teams. And if you watch any of the videos that they've been pumping out on social media, learning the fight song, all those good things, and the staying at the Marriott, this team's super together. And I think that's going to make for some really positive results this fall.
So, Barry, you know what's coming. I mean, I know 13 days of spa treatments, and they're all.
I'm not sure there was that.
And they're singing the fight song, and it's just great. Family. I'm getting warm and fuzzy.
That song video made me I'm a sucker for a good college football marching band. That video made me want to run through a brick wall. I was so pumped and ready listening to that.
That was good. Lindsay, I know you've spent a good bit of time down in Troy. Year 3 for Jared Parker. What's at stake? What are the expectations? What do you see from Troy?
Yeah, so I think they've got a lot of key pieces coming back. One of those being obviously in the quarterback room. You have 2 seasoned quarterbacks there. And if that doesn't give you a lot of hope, I don't know what will. And then on the defensive side of the ball with Donnie Smith, I'm really excited to kind of see that side of the ball too. I think there's no stopping Troy this year. Why can't they get back to the Sun Belt Conference title game and even win it this year? So I'm really excited to see Jared Parker in year 3. He's really got his system and everything implemented. They've brought in that new offensive coordinator. So yeah, I'm excited to see things down there. Apparently they have a big announcement coming out today that I'll be down in Troy for. So
I will be there as well. It is a big one. I get to MC that event this afternoon at 2:00 over at Troy. It's a big
just for the record, even though I've mentioned it many a time, I am not a candidate to be Troy's new athletic director if that ever happens. I mean, I'm just not, so that's out. I'm not going to
go ahead and nip that in the bud. Yeah. One of the things I thought's been impressive is you have gone out and you have supplied so many high school previews. Mm-hmm. I mean, all over the place. We're finding out about a lot of these teams really in depth the first time from your coverage. That seems like that's an incredibly hard and ambitious undertaking. What all went into that, Lindsay?
Well, I really have to give a shout out to my team at Action 8 because they did all of the legwork. They really did all the hard work there. I was down in the Virgin Islands when all of the filming of that was being done. I can't take any credit for that, but putting it all together. Yeah, so we do this thing every year. It's called 2-A-Day Season Preview for high school. We preview 2 teams a day leading up to the football season, and it's just to highlight our local talent. So it was a lot of work, but it's super fun. I love highlighting those guys because, in local TV, it's not only about college football and college athletics. It's a lot about your local community. So It's really fun.
Yeah, local community Friday nights in the South. Well, really all over the place. They roll up the sidewalks and everybody's into high school football, and certainly the previews and of course the recaps and the features throughout the season are a big part. I know what you do in the staff over there at CBS 8. We've talked about Auburn, Alabama, Troy. Will Texas and Georgia be in the SEC championship game in your mind, Lindsay, or could maybe some other teams get in there?
Yeah, so I actually have Texas and Georgia in my SEC championship game. Obviously, you've got teams like LSU. I don't really know what to think about LSU. I want to see that team on the field because Lane Kiffin's such a wild card to me. But yes, I have Texas and Georgia in my SEC championship game. But I've got Georgia, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a Georgia fan, but I have Georgia winning because Texas needs to show me you can beat Kirby. And until then, I'm picking dogs.
I love Georgia's schedule. I mean, to me, that's going to get them to Atlanta. Now, whether they can, take care of business there, but I just think the dog schedule really sets up good for them.
Yeah, I do too. I'm just looking for Auburn to shock some people. I mean, that's my big take going into football season. So,
all right, Gurn Jr. Give us a moment. Let's pause for about 2 seconds. Let Gurn clip this little segment here, and then Lindsay, we're going to revisit this about November or December, and you're going to look like a genius because I feel the same way.
If I'm wrong, I've said it on other platforms. I'll wear those if I'm wrong. But
I just can't take another, kick six, grave digger. I could go Van Tiffin kick, Lawyer Tillman on a reverse, the chain link game. I can't take anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like it.
Doesn't
Lindsay,
do a hard good.
We're looking forward to having you visit with us on a regular basis, and always looking forward to the coverage. John talks a lot about lace up and everything, and I've watched for years, and he's not wrong. Boy, you guys, that's as comprehensive as it gets in local TV sports. Tell us about it.
Yeah, always love Lace Up with John. Over the years, we've developed obviously a great rapport. So it's nice when you have that with somebody and you can kind of bounce off of one another. So I really enjoy being able to do that with him on Friday nights because we do it every Wednesday. We have our 3-minute segment, but it's nice to be able to stretch it out a little bit longer. And then I love giving him crap on Longshore's lines.
Yeah.
That's probably
kind of sounds like somebody else I work with.
If you could, text me a couple of hints on how to build rapport with John, because I sure could use them. I need to I need to have that at some point in our association with each other. Lindsay, we appreciate you very much. Always going to look forward to this every week. Thanks for the time.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Lindsay. Great segment as always. Lindsay Bonner will join us throughout the season, getting her thoughts about what has happened the weekend before and even previewing the week ahead. So it should be a lot of fun getting her take on that. Looking forward to it.
Well, Keelan Russell, if Keelan Russell goes through the years, has good numbers, has, I don't know, some Heisman votes and everything, will that justify everything? Or will Keelan Russell, with good numbers and big time accolades and everything, leading Alabama to the Music City Bowl on December 30th?
Ooh.
Will the fans say, hey, well, it wasn't Keelan's fault that the team couldn't run the football? Goodness knows they raked Ty Simpson over the coals last year, even though he didn't have a semblance of a running game to keep the heat off of him. Keelan's going to throw for 3,000, rush for 800, tons of touchdown passes, but take them to Nashville?
Well,
people will say, oh, that guy sucks. I knew we should have had Austin Mack be our starter.
Oh, yeah, and count on that. I did see, I believe it was an ESPN article where these guys were projecting who's going to be in the playoff, who's going to play one. Here we are, already playoff, hadn't even had a game yet. Projecting the teams and the matchups in the first couple of playoff games and the bowl games. And lo and behold, one of them picked Alabama and Penn State, Capital One Bowl, 11 a.m.
Nice.
New Year's Day.
Nice. What an honor that is. What a reward. The Capital One Bowl is an awesome bowl. The weather is going to be, well, it's been crappy a lot. You get to go to Busch Gardens. You and I were in Tampa for SEC Media Days 5 weeks ago.
That's true.
A month ago, and we thought it was wonderful. We were both like, wow, Tampa, this is great. Downtown Tampa's clean, nice. The weather was good. John got out, did a little stuff and all that kind of stuff. But if you go back to Tampa to cover Alabama, well, John ain't going to go if they're playing in Tampa.
No way.
Then all of a sudden, the whole thing's a colossal waste of time.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, hey, did you listen to Longshore McKnight a couple of weeks ago? Well, actually, it was last week when I mentioned Alabama, Penn State, 11 a.m., New Year's Day, boring. Half the team ain't even showing up.
It's going to be
Why would you even do that?
Experience.
And I hate to put the pressure on Kalen DeBoer, but he knows that he's a big boy. He's making a lot of money. You got to make the playoff.
Well, it ain't just
And if you don't, you're going to catch a lot of crap.
People, it ain't just Kalen. People are going to say, Keelan, I know we've had another number 12 that won a national championship, and we forget to mention his name. Keelan Russell, number 12, takes Alabama to the, whatever it is even called, the Hall of Fame Bowl or whatever in Tampa. Ain't nobody going to remember him either. The pantheon of Crimson lore is only populated by those with championship rings.
You better believe it. How many times do they talk about the 07 team? How many times they ever talk about any Mike Shula teams or Ray Perkins teams?
Well,
okay,
all that
beat
Crimson
Notre Dame for the first time. I get it. The Van Tiffin game, whatever.
All that Crimson Caravan stuff and all that Crimson Cruise and all those people. Hey, don't forget, we have a signing opportunity coming up. Former Alabama running back Glenn Coffey. Glenn Coffey played in the NFL. He ran for like 1,200 yards at Alabama in 1 year. He was an NFL running back. People are like, he didn't win a natty. Doesn't even count.
Do they still have the Crimson Cruise, or is that played out?
It was played out the moment they left Port. You kidding me? I want to come back. John is going to give Warren Sr., who's been bugging him for a chance to get on the topic wheel. He's going to have that when we come back. It's Longshore and McKnight in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.
Big news for Central Alabama travelers. Getting to Texas just got easier. You can now fly nonstop from Montgomery to Houston with United Airlines. No long drives, no layovers, just smooth direct travel from your hometown airport. Whether it's business or a weekend getaway, Houston is now just one flight away. Spend more time there and less time getting there. Fly nonstop to Houston. Fly MGM, where travel feels easy. Book your trip today at flymgm.com.
It's game day, which means some fans are packing up the car 4 hours early, while others wait until just before kickoff. Some fans are wearing their brand new jerseys, while others are wearing the same jersey they've worn since '03, because it's tradition, and why shouldn't they? NFL fans root for their teams differently, but they drink the same beer, Bud Light. The only beer that loves football as much as you do. Bud Light. Raise one to right now. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, AB St. Louis, Missouri.
Longshore and McKnight are brought to you in part by Stivers Automotive, Stivers Ford in Montgomery, and Stivers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Prattville. For the absolute best on-site selection, service, and price, no other dealer can match Stivers. Stivers Ford in Montgomery is located at 4000 Eastern Boulevard and online at stiversfordmontgomery.com. Stivers CDJR in Prattville is located at 2209 Cobbs Ford Road and online at stiverscdjr.com. Longshore and McKnight have been Stivers customers for over 15 years. You should be too. Stivers Automotive, where Price sells cars, trucks, and SUVs.
The more you play, the more chances you have to win during Diamond Days all summer long at Victoryland Casino. Win diamond jewelry and your share of $105,000 in free play. Also all summer long, it's TV Tuesdays. Win TVs and your share of $80,000 in free play. Giveaways galore all summer long. Diamond Days and TV Tuesdays with $185,000 in free play at Victoryland Casino, where you can be a winner too. Victoryland Casino off I-85 exit 22 Shorter, Alabama. Must be 21 or older.
Victoryland, of course, brings you the Victoryland 777 Topic Wheel every day, curated by Gurn Jr., our producer, and brought to you by Victoryland 777 Casino, exit 22, I-85, Shorter, Alabama. I'm Barry McKnight. Warren Matthews joins us here for this segment. He has a special affinity for the Victoryland 777 Topic Wheel because his interests are so broad and deep. So we're looking forward to that.
Hey, Barry. This is the 500th episode.
Yeah.
And I've known Gurn Jr. most of his life. I have a feeling we might get a interesting, peculiar wheel today. I'm just going to give you the heads up.
Oh boy. Okay. All right.
I'm not sure it's going to be heavy on current sporting events. It might be maybe his favorite wheel spots for the first 500 shows. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, we'll
all right.
We'll see. We'll see.
When a koala is getting fed, or he'll get something like when ducks are going across to the Peabody or something. I like this. All right, here we go.
So just like Karnak, it's just like Karnak. We don't know what's next.
It's hermetically sealed Topic Wheel. And it's not full of colors this time. Throw it up there, Gurn Jr.
Oh, wow. We didn't even. Oh,
this is.
I'm nervous.
Right. Yeah. All right. This is black and gold. 6 topics. No clue what they are. Let's get to it on the Victoryland 7 Topic Wheel. I feel ready. Though we begin with sneaky. Oh boy, this could be anything. Sneaky. A raccoon breaks into this is going to be this kind of a topic wheel. These are best of topics because I remember this. Raccoon breaks into a Virginia liquor store, gets drunk, and goes on a full. Now, raccoon, they can get it. They can cause damage. But even for a raccoon, that is a lot of damage.
I think he went for the good stuff. He didn't just get the cheap George Dickel, as mentioned earlier. I think he went for like the Woodford or the Eagle Trace. I think he got the good stuff.
How many of you guys have been there now? How many of you guys have been there? Don't be laughing at that raccoon for passing out next to the toilet. Let's not be judgmental here. That was a good one. That was a memorable one. Okay, we may be going best of topic wheel. All right, here we
I think we are.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let me in. This was Alabama 2 years ago in the college football playoff. Oh, a black bear. This is in Gatlinburg. Black bear says, hey now, come on. I know you've got cinnamon rolls in there. I can smell them. Let me in.
I wouldn't be standing by the door, Dumford.
No, I sure wouldn't be reaching for the door handle. That's for doggone sure. That bear says, come on. Nope. Don't mess with it. That bear's, no. He gave up pretty quick, but no, don't do that. It may be the same bear. Goes right in. That was like no problem. That bear knew how to open up that door handle. This is no wild bear. This is a bear who's getting in the back seat, knows how to do it.
Barry, you think that bear left a present in the back seat of that car?
I would like to think that it had. I mean, that's just way too comfortable. Knows how to open up the door. It's done this before. That's a very smart bear.
All right, 2 down, 4 to go.
All right, what do we have? What have we got?
Going back down memory lane of wheel topics.
Highlight moments, the best of the topic wheel. I remember this. Mu Dang.
Mu Ding.
I'm thinking, what is this? This is a Chinese word. That is the baby hippo. The
Pygmy hippo.
Its name is Mu Dang. It's from somewhere in China, I believe. In Thailand. It's a baby hippo. It's not going to get very big, but it's still going to be relatively big. Mu Dang. That's a creepy looking thing. The mama's a creepy looking thing. Mu Dang. People think it's so ugly, it's cute. I don't know. But the people in Thailand love a little baby pygmy hippo. Yeah, taking a bath.
We had a guinea pig named Rudy till Rudy had babies and it became Ruby. So Gurn Jr.'s that's how he learned about the facts of life when Rudy went to Rudy. So
Dad, can that happen? No, it can't. It's a girl guinea pig, actually. All right, here we go. What people don't realize is I think Gurn Jr. was 16 at the time. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. All right, what else we got? What else we got here? We got one more black topic out of the 3, and we're going to land on...
I'm a big Pinky the cat fan. This is one of my favorites of all time.
The judge says we're going taking a
taking a bump. Okay.
Taking a bump. Oh, yeah. Watch this. Watch the lift this bison gets on this guy. That's an angry... No, that guy ain't one. Yeah. Look at the air. I mean, he gets some serious air. That the guy turned out he was pretty good natured about it. I mean, that thing chased him around a pretty good bit. The guy's over there. That's him in the background,
sweetie,
with his
look at that.
partner.
There's a bison.
Yeah.
Hey.
Let's
look. Let's get a picture of the bison.
Yeah. His
Oh,
name is
really?
Mike
Cool.
McKnight. Yeah. And I mean, the bison, it wasn't like egging on the bison. He was trying to get out. He wasn't like, doing calisthenics in front of it or anything like that. And he's unhurt. I mean, 8 feet in the air. The bison, I mean, those things, I can't stress this enough. When you're in a park or something like that and you see wild animals, they are not cute. A bear. Oh, look, let me see if I don't feed the bear. Those things will rip your face off. Look at that bison.
Barry, I had an incident in the parking deck at the Atlanta airport yesterday on an escalator, something similar. So it's not fun. Just substitute the teeth on an escalator with the bison, and that's what happened to me when I fell down the escalator.
No.
Yeah.
It was one of those like at the beginning of Wide World of Sports, like that ski jumper.
I was the agony of defeat, and there were people behind me trying to get past. And I had to roll out and push my 2 large bags that had fallen with me. So anyway.
All
right. 2 to go. 2 to go, Barry.
Only there were video of that. I guarantee you, Gurn Jr. would put that on the
They're laughing at that in the parking deck video room today.
Now, Pinky the cat, you remember this one, Warren?
Oh, yes, it's one of my favorites.
Pinky the cat.
The guy's showing Pinky.
This
Pinky is basically a cat that they fostered. The sheriff, we're trying to get him adopted.
He does not like
this is
being
Pinky.
in that
We
guy's
love
lap.
Pinky. Pinky's great.
Pinky's about to lose his mind.
Pinky's like, but then it gets better.
Yeah.
Because Pinky wants to be gone. Okay, let Pinky go.
Yeah.
You realize Pinky's not good. And then Pinky goes, I'm not going in that box.
No.
I know where that goes.
Pinky
where am
is
I going?
Fighting against the man.
Where am I going? I'm going directly into.
No, not the
crotch.
Oh, no.
Not the crotch, but
Pinky
yes, it's going to be the crotch.
No. What are you doing?
Here it goes. Pinky. There it goes. There it is. Pinky's in the crotch.
I mean teeth. I mean claws. That guy is trying to help that cat, and that cat ain't having it. I mean,
there you go. Pinky got the inner groin.
Oh,
that's a groin injury for those of y'all who have heard about that.
I remember that now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, cats, that's why I don't
one
like
more
cats.
for the best of the wheel.
There we go. Cats will
one,
do that.
One more for the best of the wheel.
All right, best of the Victoryland 777 topic wheel. We'll close this memorable edition out
Walking
on
around.
episode number 500. Walking around. I'm just walking around. All right. Was that George?
That's George Snuffleupagus.
Yeah. All right. At Times Square, I guess. Walking bear in the neighborhood. Bear's paws are injured. Just walking around. Say, hey, man, my paws are hurt. Can you? He's not like on all fours. He's not gambling around. He's just, the bear's walking. Its front paws are hurt, so it can't put any weight on it. I've always wondered how far a bear could actually walk. He walks just like a human. Isn't that so cute? Don't mess with the bear. All right. That's when you get the guy with the tranquilizer gun. I mean, that bear can go, it can go, oh, paws hurt. Ow, no, going to walk around a little bit more. That's kind of heartbreaking. Somebody
there you
tranquilize
go.
That bear.
Got a walking bear.
All right, that's
there
it.
You go.
Hey.
Spumani for those who've ever seen the movie Semi-Tough with Will Ferrell. So that was the word that did work.
That is the best of the topic wheel. Gurn Jr. has always had a little bit of a warm spot for a good animal video, and those are some of the best ones out there. Although the one with Pinky, dude, don't get a cat if you can help it.
So Barry, people ask me about my son and is he creative? And my response is, and he acknowledges it, he is peculiarly creative.
Yeah.
So that's how I describe it.
There we go.
Peculiarly creative.
I would agree with that.
We both share a kind of a warped sense of humor. How about that?
Oh, I'll definitely agree with that. Well, coming up tomorrow on the show, it is, of course, Travis Ryer on YouTube and Crimson Corner. Also, Brian Matthews, auburnsports.com. Many thanks to Lindsey Bonner from WAKA Action 8 Sports and for Matthews for jumping in. For John Longshore, I'm Barry McKnight. Episode number 500 is in the can. It's Longshore and McKnight in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.